Alrighty then. Oh, why the hell it keeps on giving me these alerts? I really don't care. It's red. Watch party, let's go! Why did this not work? I need to fix this. Chat overlay. Let's try this again. There we go. Watch party, let's go. Yeah, we're gonna watch the. I'm gonna play it at. Let's be real. We're gonna watch it at 1.25 speed to basically save ourselves what? Almost 10 minutes. Because double speed is half. 1.5 speed is half of that. So yeah, it'll save us probably like 7 minutes, something like that. Austin, what's up? Real Property, what's up? Yeah, dude, I was on Twitter Spaces for like. Gosh, I don't know. I was on Twitter Spaces today for like 3 hours. I was talking for about 2.5 of it. I gotta show you guys a funny meme that one of the other content creators posted here. You gotta appreciate it since we are getting a Doctor Strange, the little time stone thing. Let's see here. Spaces was long today. Yeah, dude. There's people are on there like, I shit you not, like 8 hours a day, even longer, like 8 to 12 hours a day. 8 to 12 hours a day. They're on there a lot. But here is the meme. Oh God. That's good enough, yeah. You can kind of see it. Let me shrink it down a little bit. So the thing with the Doctor Strange and Tony Stark, I looked forward in time and saw 14,605 futures. It says how many had VeVe finishing MTL, MCP, web platform, and OUP by the end of the year, and he's like, 1. Only 1. Will VeVe only 1 future? Will VeVe actually finish this? That's actually pretty funny. It is a fantastic meme, so I just had to put it out there for you guys. So, how's everyone doing? I'm feeling pretty good today. I meant to do a video, but I got caught up with a bunch of other things, and then I got on Twitter Spaces, when I probably should have been making a video, but I can always do it tomorrow. Plus, I wanted to watch this video because this actually might prompt me for some video ideas. I missed the update, but rumor has it advertising and if you're get your grails now, pretty much. We'll see. Star Wars for sure coming now, right? I mean, we're gonna watch it here in a little bit, probably I don't know, less than 5 minutes, maybe at the top of the hour, maybe at the hour. So in 7 minutes, we'll start watching it. I'm gonna play it a little bit faster than normal. We will pause occasionally throughout the thing just to kind of chat and stuff like that, because I do want us to kind of, if there's a topic you guys want to lean into or talk about, I'm more than happy to stop the video. But we're gonna play it at 1.25 speed so we can watch it a bit faster. Personally, I watch most of my videos at like 1.5 or 2.0 speed, where I just get through it very quickly. I'm just trying to like absorb as much content as I can whenever I'm like at the gym or doing other stuff. But I know that could be too fast for probably most people. Let's see. What's up, friend? Was good? Yeah, it was. It's a great meme. Love it. Yeah. I feel a disturbance in the forest. Darth coming? Potentially, dude. Seems like it's heavily being teased and hinted at for sure. Let's see something here. Why don't I double check one thing and then we'll. Does this change at all? Okay, nope. Check this. I'm good on those. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I wanted to tweet that I'm live right now, so I want to pause this. Ooh, that's not what I'm gonna copy paste. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. Just gonna put out this tweet really quick. I'm gonna do it the usual hashtags. VeVe, VeVe fam, VeVe community, VeVe collectibles. Oh god. I'm surprised there's not like a VeVe update or like a hashtag VeVe update or something like that, because that's pretty much what happened today. Alright, cool. We got that done. Close this. I think that should be good for now. Yes, Vibes, good to see you. Thanks for streaming. Of course. Gotta say, James, you low-key look like you can break dance, I guess? I probably could if I actually like stuff. Probably get in slightly better shape. That would probably help too. We're ready for Vader? Let's hope so. What's good, homie? Coming to raid your Walmarts on Friday? Oh my god, get out of here, dude. So, dude, I think you saw the stream. I got like one bent pack during that day. So Saturday, like basically Saturday night, I found one bent pack and I opened it. But yeah, dude, if Friday's the day, I'll definitely check out all my Walmarts, because I went to 4 other Walmarts after I found it at that one, and none of the others had it. So do you think we'll get a Doctor Strange figure too, or just the artifact? I hope we get the figure soon. I would assume we're getting the figure a little bit closer to the actual movie when it comes out, right? That's what I'm thinking. Austin says, lol, let's go. Let's clear that. Right now drinking some, because I hate myself, sugar-free Rockstar Pure Zero grape flavored grape drink. That's so sad. Hey, at least you know they had them. Yeah, exactly. Dude, every Walmart you check, it always says like 0 inventory or like negative inventory or whatever, so it's so hard to tell like which ones actually had it. But I know the one Walmart that has it, so I'm gonna hit there next time. It just sucks that 3 of the Walmarts close to me just don't have them. They just don't hold stuff. I'm excited to get your view on this video. Me too. We're gonna start it here in like 3 minutes, so I was just trying to let people kind of trickle in, chat it up a bit, and then we will be playing the video a little bit faster than normal, just so we can kind of get through it quicker. And for some of you guys, this is like, you know, not your first time watching it, so it's my first time watching it, so it might take me, I might replay some parts, I might do some other stuff. TK Yosh got 9 4-pack boxes. That's awesome, dude. I wish I got that, to be quite honest. Yeah, the Walmart here I got it at wasn't even the super center. It was out smaller Walmart. That's so strange. So was it like a Walmart neighborhood or like a Walmart, I don't know. I know there's like different types of Walmarts, but I'm trying to remember. Was it on that list? Like, did you check that Walmart if it was on the list? Because I don't even think like Walmart neighborhoods or anything like that even hold cards. At least I don't think mine do. What's up, fun? Fun under the sun. How many of you guys were in that Twitter Spaces today, or like earlier today? It like just ended 20 minutes ago. So whichever that one, started, I think it was hosted by a guy named Ryan. Super nice dude. Honestly, never met him before. Didn't even know who the hell he was. But he's super nice dude, super respectful. I had a lot of fun. On his, what's it called? His Twitter space. He definitely seems to like manage it much better than some of the other Twitter space people, in my opinion. Let's close this. I don't like this song. Clue you all in, the Walmarts that show Dash X had that many and were sold as soon as they hit shelves. Gotcha. That's what I figured. Because I even asked them, I'm like, is it? They're like, oh, these are just stolen. I'm like, is it possible that the ones that have 0 just never received inventory, but the ones that have negative actually sold? And that's probably what's most likely. Just a smaller one. I don't know what it's called, but it's just like half the size. Okay. Oh, what's up, Alex? Not all the Walmarts in the list got packs. Yeah, I figured that. I was just wondering if Walmart's not on the list got packs. I think that's a different, kind of a different question. Ryan is legit. He is really awesome. He's a super nice dude. So I like the way he handled the thing. Even though I was only there for like last 3 hours, apparently it was going for a while. So it says Walmart outside, whereas our other one says Walmart Supercenter. Yeah, I checked all the Supercenters because they were on the list, but I mean, there's like a couple Walmart neighborhoods where I live, but that's mostly for like groceries and stuff, right? Like not even really like, I don't know, cards or anything like that, as far as I know. Hey, Vibes, great chat, thanks. Why does everyone think Star Wars and Pokemon are coming based on the AMA today? It's just something, we'll literally turn it on right now after I get through this next 2 chats. Hey, Vibes, how's everything? What do you think to the AMA? I just got here, forgive me if I'm late. We haven't started yet, like we're about to do it right now. So we'll go ahead and pull this up. I'm also gonna clear chat. Also, I think chat should, we'll figure it out later. I was thinking about putting chat above. Yeah, that works actually. So if you guys say anything, it'll show up above that. Perfect. Cool, we'll go ahead and get it started. If it's too loud or too low, please let me know. I have it on 1.25 speed, so we can get through this a bit quicker. I mean, this is a 40-minute.
Hey, everybody, for joining us. This is the next in a series of monthly State of the Union type updates that we'll be doing on a regular basis to make sure everybody stays in the loop on all things VeVe and ECOMI. So everything said here is just for community update purposes and not financial advice. That said, I'm Alex G, head of marketing at VeVe, and I'm joined today by co-founder and COO Dan Gruthers and co-founder and CEO Mr. David Yu. How are you guys today?
All right.
Very good, thanks, Alex.
Well, thanks.
Excellent. All right, so this is now our second video together, pre-recorded, but we'll hopefully have this out within the day or two, so not much will change, I don't think, fingers crossed, like it did last time. But we'll touch on that in just a bit. Speaking on some of those changes between when we did the last video and when it actually came out, we made a decision to disable transfers of collectibles between accounts as a way to really put the screws to the bots. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about where we're at with that process and how we're looking in terms of re-enabling collectible transfers at some point, Dan?
Yeah, so the team has been working very hard on bot protection. Obviously, the community was getting frustrated about it, and obviously we're also getting frustrated about it. So
Yeah, a lot of people are thinking that we're gonna get Star Wars because like back here, there's for some reason a Vader. God, I forgot what that's called. The hat that like samurai wear. There's a word for it. But there's a Vader helmet here. There's a little like it's not a BB-8, but it's like a BB-8-esque like service droid for the Empire, I believe. There's a Star Wars comic. There's a Vader picture in the background. There's a lightsaber. And I think that's it. That's everything Star Wars related. Like David, he always just teases stuff in the background. He even said, and one of the AMAs is like he's like, I would love to have all the IPs or all the IPs and characters I like to be on VeVe eventually. I mean, we already have Star Wars, but we don't have Darth Vader or anything like that yet. So we'll see. We're getting Doctor Strange now, but I'm curious to see if we're gonna get. I think he's just trolling people with all this stuff personally, but you just never know. Super Centers didn't receive packs. Well, the one Super Center I went to, or at least the one on the list for me and me locally, the only ones that had them were Super Centers, like close to where I live. So I don't know. Pokemon card, we're definitely getting Star Wars. Bet. Dino, what's up, dude? We're getting Star Wars. Confirmed by Dino Lang himself. It's gonna happen.
Pleased with the progress that the team has made. They've put really a massive dent in the ability for bots to participate in the way that they have been over the past months. And we've already seen a number of bot programs shut down, and some of them have even just run off and disappeared with people's money. And I mean, this is just as a PSA. You're buying a program off someone who is a scammer who is more than likely going to scam you. So just something to keep in mind if you see that kind of stuff coming up. But yeah, overall, I'm feeling very happy with what we've done on the bot side of things, and we obviously will still continue to make improvements everywhere we can. In terms of collectible transfers, we will be bringing that back in, and that will more than likely come into play when the first phase of the Master Collector program comes out, which we'll touch on a little bit later. For the reason being is that, you know, the Master Collector program really identifies who are a legitimate user who holds collectibles, who collects sets, participates in the app, and therefore, you know, we can determine that they're a fairly legitimate user. And at that point, if you are at a certain level or a certain rank, you'll have features like collectible transfers re-enabled. But in the meantime, obviously, people can still continue to buy and sell through the VeVe secondary market.
Excellent. Okay, great. And in the meantime, we're continuing to kind of weed out all of the remaining kind of bot accounts that had listings. And obviously after the 30 days, they'll be automatically delisted, but we're
Sorry, I muted myself. God damn. I was saying, sorry, I muted myself. I was saying I just skipped on the bat cows because it just seemed like too many hoops. It's like I'm not familiar with the platform that people are buying it on. You also have to own like a Matrix NFT. You also have to pay $300 for the bat cow. So I was like, yeah, like whatever. Like it seems cool, but for the most part, it's just if I'm gonna invest $300, I'd rather put it in HRO, to be honest, rather than bat cows. That's just me. All right, we're caught up. All right, we're gonna play this.
We're also going through that, you know, somewhat nightly process of kind of removing some of the quote unquote farms. So shout out to the support team who's been working with all of the feedback from the community into getting those delisted and making the secondary market a little bit better of an experience for everybody. So appreciate your patience, everybody. Thank you on that and dealing with us while we make sure to clean everything up. All right, next up on the agenda, we had recently had some cool utility and airdrops from Matt Gondek, artist Matt Gondek. You know, we had a couple of things actually come with that drop. There was a secret rare airdrop for holders of Failure Control from the Deadbeats. There was a Deadbeat street print for holders of the full set of weapons racks. And then there was a little Easter egg of the Matt animated Deadbeat when placed next to the black and gold weapon rack, what I thought was really cool. And Matt was instrumental in bringing those ideas to the table, and we were excited to help him bring those to fruition. David, do you want to talk to us a little bit about our kind of general gifting and utility philosophy, and if we might be able to
Sorry, I keep muting myself because my roommate's dog's like barking and my phone keeps like ringing and stuff. Every cow is different, so different prices. Yeah, I feel like just the search feature on the cows would just be mic pulled. I didn't pull the mic. I'm just muting it. So, all right. I was just saying that. Anyone else notice that basically VeVe's like really writing like Matt Gondek's art, let's say. They seem to talk about him like way more frequently than all the other independent artists that we had prior. Like even like Ron English, like we've had him multiple times, right? But it seems like they were really writing like Matt Gondek's like art. Like they sent out even an email to like all the emails related to like the VeVe accounts. Like I think they've literally only done that with like Marvel and Disney NFTs, and that's it. So it's almost like they made a special exception for him, or they talk about him a bit more. It's just something I noticed. Like, I don't know, I could be off. You guys feel that too, as well, with like Matt Gondik? And at least for the whole bat cow thing, it's cool. I don't know, like statistically, you probably like a 98% chance of just getting like just a generic one. I don't know. The early days, they talked about Ron English and Jermaine Rogers 24/7. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I sold some sets out of this video, except last Matt drop. Writing Matt Gondek's art. Yeah, I was trying to censor myself. All right, we'll keep going.
To see some of those types of things with artists moving forward.
Yeah, thank you. We pride ourselves very, a lot in VeVe that we do want to bring more and more utility to these NFT that our holders are owning. The whole idea is to reward, holders with surprises. What else will these NFT do outside when you first own these and using the AR function? So we do work closely to curate programs, and I think we have done that with a couple of the Pride, the Rewind collectives this month. Some couple of them have now, the initial two that came out, Cleopatra, Amelia, have now turned into utility that with the moving video. And just going back, we are going to continue to work with each individual artist to come up with new creative ideas. And Matt has really demonstrated, another different level of utility. Rather than just selling it, he's giving it to the fans who, he want to give everyone have something apart from the first what they own.
Great. Yeah. And then, utility doesn't stop there with not only, as you mentioned, collectible upgrades in the case of Rewind Collective, but ideas about, animation when placed next to another collectible, or even just airdrops as Matt Gondek did, but also moving into things more like we did with Golden Moments, for instance, where we had, Disney Plus subscriptions, or upcoming, we've talked about it a lot, promo codes, in enabling some of those types of things to enable new marketing programs with our licensing partners, et cetera, or even possibly in-person events. Is there anything that you're looking particularly forward to in terms of the promo code functionality, without giving any hard details away?
Yeah, I think with the month of May and June, we'll see a lot more NFT that we're releasing with our partners that will have a lot more utility built behind it. And obviously you touch a major point about, in-person events. Eventually, if any of these artists do run a solo shows, if you own something, it could be an entry ticket to these events. And that's the whole idea of building behind the utility value, is having that exclusivity for you to do.
Awesome. And I'm just going to skip ahead quickly, as we mentioned, in-person events. Obviously we mentioned on the last video that we were going to be attending a few different events this year, one of which is both decons. So two of which are both decons. So not only London, but the flagship event in Anaheim. And we are actually really excited to get that relationship kicked off very soon, actually, with an ongoing relationship with the decon team. As mentioned, we'll be attending both of those events, but we're going to actually be doing regular drops leading up to each of those events, where we have
Dude, I'm the worst. All right, I'm gonna leave it unmuted forever, so if you guys hear me typing, I apologize. I've been hunting for HRO cards when possible, but none so far. I still try, but just waiting on pre-order, no sound. Thanks. Who you talking to? Yeah. No sound. All right, I'm back. Has anyone ever been to a not BlizzCon, isn't it, to the Decon convention in Anaheim, or any of those like kind of conventions before? Because the only convention I've ever been to is the BlizzCon convention in probably like 2016 or something like that. and that was when Blizzard. That was a really good BlizzCon because they announced like Overwatch. It's probably 2015, whatever, but it's like that's when they announced like Overwatch. They announced like an expansion to StarCraft, an expansion to World of Warcraft. I think they also announced something for like Diablo, like a new expansion for Diablo. Like that was a really good BlizzCon. That was a ton of fun. Every time you play the video, just unmute yourself after. No worries. Yeah, I just struggle to remember that.
Have a full slate of drops planned for those event weekends, but also possibly a kickoff party. Actually, it's not possibly. We are having a kickoff party here in LA at the 3D Retro Vinyl Toy Store. It's an amazing store, an amazing space. They have a lot of murals, and we're going to have some artists involved as well, and possibly even some utility for those attending. So please stay tuned for details on that. We'll have more info in the coming weeks, but we're really excited to kick that off with the Decon team at 3D Retro at an event on June 4th here in sunny LA. Well, here in LA, sunny in LA. I hope it's sunny there in New Zealand. So, but
so sorry.
All right, moving on. Speaking of artists, we have another artist coming to the platform this week that we're really excited about. Mr. Patrick Hughes, the inventor of reverspective art. Now, this is something that we have, it's unlike anything we've done on the platform thus far, and I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna roll a little video, and David, do you want to talk about it while I roll this?
Yeah, let's do it. You know, we're extremely lucky because, I mean, Patrick is now 82. He's been an artist for over 60 years, having his first solo show in 1961. And I know of his work because I attend a lot of these art fairs around the world. And a lot of you, if you're into art, you might recognize Patrick Hughes himself and some of the work that he has done. And basically, they are made on canvas, but they are also 3D canvas. They kind of pop out. They're like concave in and out. And when you're standing from side to side, it gives you that optical illusion of that painting being there and also not being there, a certain angle of the artwork. So you can see from the video here, it's pretty cool. You move the artwork or you're standing from left to right.
But when Star Wars,
the work's just basically being transformed and hidden away.
Where's Star Wars?
This is the first type of the style of artwork that we are bringing into.
I admit this does look really cool.
His work, I think, in the gallery in Sotheby's, some of the auction house go as high as $250,000 US or pound, British pound, if not more. So they are very, very sought after.
I like his suspenders.
For the collectors
looks legit.
We're very lucky to work with him. We do have a couple series that we're going to be bringing in out, and I think the first lot will be coming out very shortly. So hopefully you guys do stay in tune, and they will be ultra rare, very limited runs.
Ooh,
excellent! That is very cool. I'm really looking forward to those because that
ultra rare, very limited run.
Nice.
What's that?
Tricky. It's like almost like
ultra rare.
You know, like the pictures follow you.
What do you guys think ultra rare means?
Move, or rather, reverspective as you coins. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Less than 500, less than 1,000, less than 100.
You know,
what do you guys think ultra rare means? Like mint wise,
you know, perspective playing kind of vibe, and we're looking forward to having it on VeVe. It could be look real rooms.
And yeah, that's one of the major reasons why we decided to bring in this style in, because it really. That mixed reality and AR in our environment. It really
will look dope in AR. I think so. Less than 1,000?
Being
pretty rare.
Reality, you don't see the art.
Might be less than that because most independent artist stuff is like pretty low mint, right?
As you move around, and we think it will add really fun dynamic for. I think
it's somewhere between 1 and 1,000.
Use it as
That's my guess.
Or as another piece, as a hidden.
1,500. Okay.
Behind something, and you know, we're looking forward to see a lot of these creativities coming out on the social posts.
All right, call to action, Vaultaholics. You know what to do. All right, let's move on then. Really excited for that. App updates. So we had some recent updates in the market. Dan, do you want to tell us a little bit about reservations?
Yeah. So what the main update here is because you know there are
real property,
hundreds of thousands of listings going through the
odd
market
number,
at the moment, and you know we know that there are a lot of you know, mint hunters out there, or people who are looking to, you know, really get in at that floor price level. And one of the issues that we were having previously is that, you know, you might choose to buy, let's say, an item at the floor price, but by the time you go through the process and secure gems, etc., that item had actually already been sold out from under you. So we've introduced this a new feature called market reservations, where effectively, if you do hit the buy now button, very similar to how it works in drops right now, that particular edition or market listing will be reserved for you, and you will have
not
X
a fan
number
of
of time
this
to complete that purchase. Some of you might have seen that, if you are buying close to the floor price, and when you click on the buy now button, a message will pop up saying that this item has already been reserved. That means that somebody
really
else is already in the process of going through and buying it. So
trying to
really
find,
ensure that
reserved,
if you
reserved,
now, then you're the one who is going to get that, assuming you go through the payment process.
Cool. And I think there were maybe like a few issues when it first launched with some of the reservation time where people were able to kind of re-reserve things. I know we're doing some optimizations on that front that should be kind of ironed out by the time this video is seen.
I don't know if you guys saw my 2 videos. I don't think it's my 2 recent videos, but I had 2 videos. I think it was my 2 most recent videos. I think it was. Where basically, I made one video talking about it, how I think it's a terrible idea. Then I made another video of me just screen recording my phone, reserving an NFT for over 20 minutes. And I probably could have done it for hours if I really wanted to, if I wasn't bored out of my mind after a certain amount of time. I'm not a huge fan of the reservation thing. Like, I understand there's people out there that don't always have the gems on hand, or don't always, they want to make sure they secure the NFT and then buy gems and all that stuff. But it's like, I guess, to be honest, I guess that works. But the way the system is being used right now is basically just lock up NFTs, keep the floor where it's at, artificially make sell walls so people just keep undercutting, and then you just have bots or more accounts, whatever it is, keep locking up those NFTs. So I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the whole process. It's actually kind of frustrating as a buyer if you do have the gems and it's like, well, I want to buy this NFT at 15 gems, but the entire wall is locked up. And it's impossible to tell which one's like open or available. There's no interactive way to tell you if it's available or not. So I have to scroll down and it's like, all right, am I really gonna have to buy this 15 gem NFT for $17.50? Like, I don't want to do that. It's like, yeah, it's a 2 gem difference, but I'm not a huge fan of the system. They could definitely optimize it to be better, to be honest, but I'm not a huge fan of the way it's set up right now. I'm not sure how they could change it, to be honest. I think they should just remove it altogether. But I mean, was there, in your guys' opinion, was there that much of an outcry for people to be like, I want to be able to reserve NFTs so I could buy gems, right? Was that really a thing? Like, I know some of you guys might do it, but I don't know, I'm just curious. Yeah, I do think that's one fix, Alex, is that if someone reserves a market listing, it should remove it from the market while you're loading gems in the app so you don't see the listing anymore. If they don't end up going through the purchase, they should have to wait before purchasing again, or something to this effect. Nah, they are just testing. We'll see. I don't know about, like, because that creates another issue, right? If you remove listings, right, is now you can make it look like the floor is actually pumping when it's not. So, I mean, both ways are just, I don't know how they would go about it, but we'll keep playing.
Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, whenever we roll out a new feature, sadly, it'll never ever be at 100%. So I think I mentioned a couple of times in our previous AMAs that a lot of these features always go through iterations, and they just, they get better and better over time.
All right, perfect. Okay, well, that takes us to roadmap and the question everybody wants to know about previously stated Q2 priorities. So let's talk about web platform, KYC, and everybody's favorite, payout. Where are we?
We are doing well. In fact, the web platform is already live in production. I think I've mentioned that on the last AMA. And then at the end of this week, we'll be inviting the first trend.
Should have done reservation when there's a huge bot problem. I think that just would have been worse. Bad thing for them to fix, in my opinion. I don't know. Reservation, it's innately flawed, and I think adding bots on top of it would just make it worse. Because the issue right now is, like, people could make alt accounts or bot accounts that literally don't have a single gem on it and just lock up walls of NFTs. And it's pretty easy to do a script of, like, click this button every 2 minutes and 1 second, and then click the exit button, then click this again, and then click in the, it's pretty easy to do that. You'd only be able to reserve one order at a time, though. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. Like, I managed to lock up an NFT literally at floor price for 20 minutes, and this was like 4 or 5 hours after the drop, so it's still active. And then when I went back and checked, there was like 3 or 4 listings below mine. I'm like, well, I guess That's one way to do it. But I'm talking more about people that have lots of accounts and or bots, because now people could just make bots to lock up entire floors. I don't know. It just seems like too easy of a way to people just to grief the market with literally brand new accounts with no gems. They should have KYC to reserve. I could probably get on board with that. That'd be kind of cool. All right.
Of users into the platform.
Almost halfway done.
And if you are one of those users, you will actually get an email from us to let you know the URL and how you can access it. You're more than happy for you to share that URL around. However, keep in mind that there are only certain accounts that have been whitelisted. So if you're not on that list in the beginning, you will not be able to log into the web platform. And the whole idea around here is that, obviously we have a lot of users. The web platform is a very big, new, complex, front end offering. So we're basically going to be bringing users in trenches. And I believe the developers mentioned that every 3 to 5 days we'll be bringing in new trenches. Each trench will get bigger and bigger, assuming we don't find any major issues. And
I agree.
Then aiming in May to
Alex.
basically have the web platform rolled out globally to all of our users.
Perfect. And in this kind of rollout, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think I mentioned last time as well that the web platform is just so much easier to use. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the app. I love waking up before I go to bed, check VeVe through the app. But the web platform is just, I think users are really going to enjoy the experience on that.
Great. And at the time of the rollout to the...
Is it frozen right now or no sound? You guys can see this, right? Or is it just me or Daniel or what? Perfect time to pause while Dan's coughing. I think it works fine.
Each of these different trenches, as you put it, will the full suite of features be available? So, gem purchases, showrooms, advanced filtering, etc.
We have most of the features are in place. I think the feed is still going through development at the moment, right. So that might be coming out with a coming soon message. And then the showrooms, etc., will be available. Still working on a few updates. Really our main priority was just to make sure we get the web platform out with all the major functionality in place, and then we'll more than likely go through a number of iterations with the showrooms. And in terms of the advanced filtering, I mean, we are offering a range of filters based on each page. I'm not going to say that it's considerably more advanced than what we're using now, but you can do things like very easily filter by brand, filter by rarity, whether it's drop date or et cetera. So, but like I say, overall the web platform is just a lot easier to use because of the larger format.
And then just quickly, I don't mean to harp on it, but the advanced filtering, and that is another thing that is going to be iterative, right? So there'll be phases in which we roll out, different ways to sort, and obviously search is being worked on across the board, and that may enable things will it enable things rather like searching for a specific mint number, for example.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like when it comes to development,
nice. Finally, some search features, but it's all going to be the web. I'm probably going to use the web platform a ton.
Let's get the web platform out.
It'll be so much easier to show everything
on advanced filters and that kind of thing. So,
yeah, of course.
Anyone that was an OG from back in January last year knows the app has changed significantly and improved in many different areas, and we, of course, will always continue to do that.
Great. So, with the web platform obviously rolling out first, that is necessary for the rollout of overall KYC and eventually payout. How are we looking on both of those points?
Good. So we've got all of our partners are in place. The development has been kicked off. All the front end, the UI is basically there and ready to go. So just really is just a matter of going through the development process on that side of things. We're feeling very comfortable on the compliance now. And then the KYC obviously links it all in directly into payout as well. And I just want our fans to understand that, we know that this is a feature that is highly sought after and in high demand. And we're absolutely not resting on our laurels. It's one of our, priority one projects to get out there at the moment. And it's, we want to make sure that we roll it out with a solid solution that's going to work for all of our users, not just people in specific regions. And that's something that we're really focusing on. So still feeling confident on the timeline there. And I guess I'll give you an update on the next AMA.
Right on. Okay, awesome. I'm sure everybody will be glad to hear that we are on track. All right, so with the recent changes in
Dax, I would agree with you if they, they're behind on stuff, but if they accomplish not even half the shit they wanted to at the end of the year, like, okay, maybe there's some legitimacy there, but at the end of the day, it's still a super small ass company. I don't know. Had more faith in VeVe than anyone. Now just wish I had my money back. Yeah. Well, eventually you're going to have the option to cash out if you really want to. So you can wipe your hands if you want.
Collectible transfers, gem transfers, etc., that has significantly weeded out some of the bot activity at drops. That has basically caused us to change a bit of a priority in terms of what we're focusing on as far as roadmap goes. And as such, waitlist feature is not going to roll out in April, obviously, because we're the last week of April after all, but it is still in progress, right? It's still in development. Is that correct?
Waitlist is actually completely finished now. It has already been deployed to the production environment. It completed our first waitlist drop. And Alex, mostly it is for the reason that you mentioned that, with the success that we've had against the bots and keeping the community clean, we're very happy to see that a lot of our legitimate users are managing to secure collectibles in the drops now. So for that reason, I want to make sure that I'm prioritizing the right things, and that's really, we want to get the web platform out, KYC. So yeah, waitlist, more than likely in May, we will do a test waitlist drop. Should we say what that's going to be, Dave?
Yeah.
Ooh, Alpha, I love it. Let's go.
Well, it's nothing super exciting. It's basically going to be a blind box. And that blind box, there's going to be 4 collectibles in it. And those 4 collectibles is a white V, a white E, a blue V, and a blue E.
Oh, boy.
Hopefully you managed to get them all.
Wait, hold on.
But V in it.
I want to hear
those
this.
4 collectibles is a white V,
A white V,
a white E,
a white E, white V, white E,
a blue V,
blue V,
and a blue E.
Oh, no, okay. VeVe, duh. That's actually kind of smart to do for their first drop. It's just like a VeVe logo or something like that. That would actually be kind of cool. Need MTL, yeah. Yeah, you're right. And I know I'll be, it'll go back higher. I just want to invest more as of now. My collection is worth 17K and have 30K in. Would have been nice to buy now. Yeah, exactly. I mean, no one, yeah. Sounds like you joined in at a rough time. Like, I really feel bad for all the people that joined in like January, February. To be honest, like, I'm in HRO right now, but all I'm trying to do is like get money on HRO, whether on the app, like the website or whatever, or on the ETH side. And I'm probably just gonna like invest more into VeVe, to be quite honest. That's my plan. Nah, man, I ain't hating. Like I said, I dropped 30 grand in a month, told everyone about it, spent 12 hours a day on VeVe at one point. Yeah, no, I'm not, no hate from here either. Like you said, you want these features, sound like you wanted a lot of these features, right? Can't handle all this efficiently, yeah, and effectively, yeah. If you feel like they're lacking, I mean, you can either just wait or cash out now and then join back in later. Like, no hate from me either. But they're working on these features, so I wasn't planning on cashing out anytime soon. At some point, I'll cash out a VeVe, but just not anytime soon. Just ready for what the future holds. Gonna be nice. I know investing is long-term, not short-term, yeah. Obviously, invest more than you could lose. This is not an investment app. Perhaps should have invested in an altcoin. Perhaps. But they were talking about something.
Oh.
Yeah, just the VeVe logo. Okay. How do you guys feel about Q system? Do you guys think that Q system is necessary now that we have gotten rid of the bots? Because I feel like the Q system, the outcry for Q by the community, the Q system was mostly because of the bots. But now it's like, I can't think of a single person right now, at least on my YouTube videos, VeVe Vault's live streams, Johnny Dunn's live streams, or anyone in the VeVe app. Like, when I look at the feed, no one's like, damn, I can't get drops anymore. Like, everyone's landing drops. So do you guys think it's necessary to have a queue system anymore, or not really? Or do you guys think they should delay it? I mean, it sounds like they're on track to do it, but I asked Goofy if he would buy lenticular. I asked Goofy if he would buy lenticular Goofy today. Well, gosh, probably not. Seems like a scam. I feel like you guys wish I had a magic ball, but it will go up again. Hang in there. Yeah. I can go to 0 tomorrow and be fine. I invested double what you did. Lols. Drop another 100 if this looks more promising soon. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm just trying to leverage, honestly, HRO right now, because as of right now, in this immediate moment on the market, I can make more money on HRO than I can VeVe. Just short term, just, flip, right? So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Is like HRO, I'm kind of kicking myself because I was really contemplating buying 10 of those digital packs, like way when they first came out with those digital packs. I was like, you know what, I'll just buy 2. Like, I don't know if I should go all out and buy 10, kind of regret it, because then I would have been able to sell. And I was considering selling both of my packs when they were like around 800. So I could have, theoretically sold my 8-pack, sold 10 of my packs for 800-ish, let's say, or even 750, made about $7,000, and then cash out. Of course, there's a fee related to that, because there's been people saying like you can cash out of HRO pretty easily, and I probably would have invested half of that right back into VeVe and then buy gems half off through Dino Lang, so you don't want to get scammed, and then probably buy a Todd at this point, because Todds right now I think are below 4K right now, which is a pretty good deal. What is such a steal right now? We'll grab for 60K, or buy a Walt. If Walt's as cheap as he is, I probably buy gems for half through Dino, and then buy a Walt or something like that. If I made that much money off the digital stuff. Oh man, yes, so glad HRO pre-orders being shipped, praying some valuable cards. Yeah, me too. You can get 5 Walts for that much right now? For what, $8,000? With half off, I mean, if you bought gems half off, right, you get 16,000 gems. Like, I think it gets you one. That only gets you what, 1 Walt in the app for gems? I don't know. Are people selling Walts for cash for less than that? Not you a fan for gemmies? You know that, of course. All right, let's get back to this.
Oh boy,
more than halfway.
Hopefully you manage to get them all, but we'll see. So yeah, the whole idea is we really want our fans to be able to put the VeVe logo in their showrooms, and with the waitlist test drop, we wanted to do that with something that was a VeVe IP rather than one of our IP partners. So that'll be the first waitlist drop that is coming out.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah. I know people have been requesting a VeVe logo for the showrooms, and I'm glad to hear that that's only going to be what, $100 blind box? Is that?
I think it was 200, wasn't it, Dave?
Oh, even more, even better.
It's fucking trolling.
It's $300, and there's 200,000 of them. Who would do that?
Oh my god,
that's just silly, right?
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Okay,
he said it too.
Go
Shots
then
fired.
To next on the list, MCP. Everybody's asking
that's
about
crazy.
MCP
What a
still
steal.
because we cannot wait. Give us an update.
Yes. So first phase of MCP on all of the back end is all completed, and we've moved into the front end. And just a reminder, phase 1 of MCP is within the app, you will basically have your level, you will have your ranks, and you will have your points. So on the front end, actually within the app experience itself, you can expect that in the profile, you will see your level, you will see your points, you will see your rank.
Same Daniel, dude. I just bought one of the 8 packs. I kind of regret not buying. Knowing what I know now, what I probably would have done is get probably mega packs. Knowing what I know now, I probably would have bought quite a few mega packs, because I was more than happy to throw down like 500 or 1,000 on HRO. I don't know why I hesitated during the digital packs. I should have just went all out, but it is what it is. I'm not going to do the same mistake again next, because I do think the season 2 packs will do well. Obviously not as well as the season 1 versions, but season 2, when you look at card packs or other, this is just from my experience playing games that have different generations. Like Generation 1 is of course the most coveted, but Generation 2 is also good, just not as good. That's why metadata is key. Yes. All right, let's keep going.
And as you level up, within the app, you'll get, the big confetti, fireworks, and a big congratulations. Now, one of the, I think I'm still confirming this with the developers, but obviously as we have so many users and, going back a year of data for every single
users,
every market transaction,
2.6 million users,
etc. The way that the MCP will initially work is that you will, if you're an existing user, you will basically need to opt in to it in your profile section, and then when you opt in, it'll basically start doing your retrospective calculation. That might take I don't know, a few hours or whatever. And then once that's happened, you will then be basically enrolled in the Master Collector program. So I'm feeling, confident that we're moving along very well on that one, with, keeping in mind of the 15 to 20 other major projects we've got going on in the background.
Of course. Well, that's good. I think that's probably the first we've heard that. Obviously, we've outlined the phase 1 versus phase 2, etc. But to hear
depends on what drops, Alex.
That the retroactive points will be calculated with an opt-in. I think that's all great news, and because I think people have been excited to see their point totals, and hopefully some kind of leaderboard at some point. So good to hear that that's in progress. Okay, next.
None right now. I've actually never bought gems off
we talked
platform.
about this last time, but there's been a resurgence of questions around when our metadata is going to be viewable on the Mutascan.
I'm still holding one digital HRO pack. It's like Deal or No Deal with briefcase I'm holding. Same, dude. I have 2 packs, not open them. I will literally never open those packs, but I'm more than happy to sell them to people that do want the packs. Because I genuinely believe that people that are gonna be diehard collectors, part of the original set, I think you could argue owning an original pack or from the first set is part of the set, like quote unquote. Right? Imagine you had I think it was 30 cards plus a pack. That's the whole set. I mean, you could argue that, but it's not the full set of cards. But if you had the pack too, I do think even if all the mythics and all the legendaries were not unboxed, but opened, let's say, I still think the price would go down a bit, but don't get me wrong, but it'll just like slow down how much the price is. Because people are less inclined to like open the packs then. But I do think just the novelty of having a pack will still carry its value. I was a little suspicious of the number of users on the app. Yeah. All those first cards on HRL would be worth a lot long term. I wish someone would tell me if keeping the hybrid with the NFTs is more valuable. Well, that's the whole thing, right? There will definitely be collectors that will definitely pay premium to have both the card and the NFT. But I do think to a certain extent they will be mutually exclusive for the most part. I do think we will have people that want to collect the NFT side, people that want to collect the physical side. And that's another thing that's nice about HROs. Like, dude, if you pull a good card, not only do you get it's almost you get a double return, right? It's like not only do you get the NFT that's worth a lot, you also get the physical one. And especially if you sleeve it and grade it or do all that stuff, it's going to be worth quite a bit. Y'all think C3PO is worth getting right now for May, or what's the matter? Honestly, I don't even know what the price of R2-D2 is right now. Give me a sec. Star Wars set is super bullish. Yeah, we'll see. Let me keep playing this in the meantime.
And I don't know if you've heard, but we actually have the first official Batman on the blockchain, licensed Batman of DC back in 2020. Is that correct? Wow, I had no idea. So when do we get to see that metadata on a Mutascan?
Great question, Alex. We've got it in the backlog at the moment. I'm really hoping to get that kicked off this month. But, we have a lot of other main priorities at the moment, like, for example, OMI utility program, MCP. Really it's a matter of juggling, these sort of main features, getting the web platform out, KYC, payout, etc. So, I do wish that we could just get everything done and one big hit and then, just walk away. So it is on the backlog. It is definitely coming higher up the list. And hopefully I'll be able to give you a better update on that by the next AMA. I mean, the job isn't super big, but like I say, from my perspective, there's just certain other features that we want to prioritize at the moment. Yeah. But, really, Alex, to your point, any VeVe OG knows that Batman Todd McFarlane number 100 was the very first collectible dropped down the VeVe platform back in 2020. So no matter what other marketing companies say about being the first NFT of XYZ, I mean, we all in this community know the truth.
Yeah. So we'll look forward to when we get to see that metadata to kind of put the rest of the FUD to bed, even though it seems to come in waves. But obviously we are in contact with those partners, and there's maybe not anything else that we want to do in terms of making a big stink about it, but we know, our users know, the app knows, and eventually the metadata will show. So that's all we need to say on that.
I don't know what you mean by, like, do you know any trustworthy gem buying platform? I'm not sure what you mean, Road to Victory. Other than using the app itself, just one-to-one gems, just do that. Yeah, I would, me personally, if I was to buy gems for the first time, I would definitely use Dino. That's just me personally. So I'm not sure what you mean by like platform or whatever. Yeah, I had mine, but attempted to flip C-3PO sadly, but have R2 thank the Lord, but debating buying him back. Could be a good time. Someone also said that golden moments will pump during Star Wars. Yeah, there might be like a slight dip, but only because there's some people that might have duplicates of like R2 or C-3PO. And they just want to get rid of it, get rid of one so they can afford the new set or the new Star Wars. That's the only reason why I would dip, but I think it would be very, very temporary. Road, buy your gems from Dino. He's on stream. That's my recommendation. Yeah, probably the best bet. Bought 5 figures from him. All legit. Cool. That's good. Did you pick up Walt or SR Spidey Kryptonite? Walt. Nice. And who was Dino? Dino Lang. He was on here earlier. Here's his icon. He was saying Cap earlier, so you know it's legit. Got the full set. Duplicate poo stacked. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's keep playing.
Okay, we talked about this last time as well. Artist Alley, I know we've made maybe a little bit of progress on this. You know, obviously with the web platform coming, that it's kind of facilitating some updates here. David, do you want to talk a little bit about the quote-unquote Artist Alley update?
Yeah, so the Artist Alley will be coming out after the web platform started. It is going to be a special section for the web only because the new payment mechanism that we have built in with our partners to do that. There will be one-on-ones coming from artists. Ooh. It will start off in the first few weeks with existing artists that we're already working with, and then we will be bringing in our partner artists from the studios.
So Frank Kozik, Ron English, Matt Gonda.
I'm under extreme NDA, can't disclose which artists will be coming out.
The Toby guy,
why is it
forgot his name.
Longer? A few things. Number one is the web platform. The
Imagine a one-on-one Toby
behind it.
1 million
and
gems.
Most important is that the way we're going to be dropping it and the auction process of it. It will be something quite new for our fans to experience that. So it's not like what you see in the VeVe app currently on the auction process. So that's going to be rolling out. They're definitely going to be AAA artists on board on this one.
Nice.
I'm
awesome.
very excited to get these one-on-ones. I know David is.
I don't know his name. The Toby guy.
Can you catch them all, Dave? I don't know.
You can't say catch them all on these types of videos, man. You just can't. I mean, come on. You know now my timeline is gonna be a mess when you. Thanks a lot.
I guess I'm not even allowed to say May there.
Oh yeah, well great. I already said that back in January, so I'm already in trouble.
Yeah, well, May's coming next month, isn't it? So yeah,
I won't have to dodge the question much
longer.
Will I?
Yeah, well, May's every year May is a big month. Starting from last year, this year will be no different. We've got some good brands coming on board in May. Great.
We do.
Yeah, it's never coming.
Yeah, we're looking forward to a lot of cool stuff. You know, obviously there's always going to be stuff that we're excited about, but M space A space.
Yeah, they said basically at some point this month they're gonna have it up on a Metascan and it's gonna be undeniable, right? It's gonna be the first one on the blockchain. So yeah, I know some arguments around it. Metascan's gonna reflect that. So let's hope it's true and it does play out. I do think it's gonna happen, but if it doesn't, it's gonna suck because it's like, all right, if let's say it doesn't show up, Todd is still technically the first on a blockchain, not the blockchain that everyone uses, but it's still on the Go chain, which no one uses right now. So it still holds a title if that was the case, but I think Metascan, all that stuff is gonna reflect it. So first, glad I bought one. Yeah. Whoever knows how much Star Wars stuff is in the background, there's such trolls. Yeah, I brought that up earlier in the stream. David, you had the lightsaber, the Star Wars comic, the Vader picture frame. I forgot what this. It's a little service droid that they usually have in the Empire. It kind of looks like BB-8, but it's like a little service droid. And then there's the Darth Vader helmet, but the helmet looks like I forgot what it's called, but like I said, the samurai helmet. There's a term for it, or there's like a name for it, so it's all there. Darth Vader on the 4th. I'm calling it. We'll see. Darth Vader gonna get the digital wallet ready. Yeah, agreed. What's Dito's contact info? Just hit him up on Discord. Go to his I think any of his videos has a link to his Discord. So you want to go to Dino Lang, hit up his channel. Let me just link it really quick so you guys can see. What's up, Palace? Be lit? How you doing? We got the Palace fam in here. We're just watching this video. Let me send you guys. I mean, this is Dino Lang's channel. So check that out if you guys want to trade gems and stuff. I think his videos just have a link to his Discord, and you can just find him there. He literally has a channel in his Discord that's like, I want to buy gems, or I want to buy at this rate, whatever it is. So I've never done it, or I haven't done it yet. At some point, I probably will. So that's what I would do. Let's keep going.
Base Y is looking especially exciting. So, all right. That said, let's move on to a question we get quite frequently. Obviously, people were very excited about this for good reason.
Star Wars.
Comics in showrooms. Can you give us an update here?
It'd be nice. I'm not a
Sadly,
huge
I don't
rush
have
for
too
it.
much of an update on that one at the moment. It is still pending. Like I say, same thing. You know, we've got a number of different priorities on at the moment.
Couldn't care less. I wouldn't say I couldn't care less.
We want to be pushing out before comics and showrooms.
All right, here's a big one. You guys ever hear those phrases that people say, but they say it like incorrectly? Is it I could care less or I couldn't care less? I could or couldn't care less. For me personally, I thought it was I couldn't care less. Like I couldn't care less mean like I can't already care less than I already do. It's like my level of caring is so low it can't go lower. That's what I thought it meant. I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, I could care less." Like, don't you mean I couldn't care less? I don't know. There's I think you guys know what I'm talking about. There's some phrases that people just say, in my opinion, just incorrectly, or just like doesn't make sense. I have about 2.4k gems, FYI, in case someone is willing to trade for OMI. That's cool. It's a good amount of gems. That's a healthy amount of gems. I couldn't care less as is I can't care less anymore. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Some people are like, oh, I could care less. It's like, okay, so you do care. Like, maybe not as low as you possibly can, but there's some space to care less. Like, I don't know. It's silly. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to play.
Like a web platform, KYC, payout. So it is just really a matter of juggling.
As mentioned, the Q2 priorities. Like, they are definitely the priorities at the moment. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to talk about at all, or we want to wait a little bit on like what that is going to entail, like how they will appear? Or is that something you want to have more of a grand reveal for?
Yeah, I think we can have a grand reveal for that one.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that. Okay. Let's move now to the ECOMI OMI side of the house. Starting with some, further updates in what we talked about last time, tokenomics. Since we had that last video, Reese has introduced the IMX bridge linking. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how that's going?
Yeah, so IMX have rolled out their bridge now. So, that's going to allow users to convert from layer 1 to layer 2. Which is a great feature, and I believe that Reese has already put out an article about that, or if he hasn't, it's going to be coming soon. Just a little step by step on how you can go ahead and use that. And then since our last AMA, myself and the other people in the token team have been spending a lot of time on the tokenomics. And really just putting together a bit of an update. Obviously, as VeVe launched and the product has changed quite a bit, new regulation has come out, new features have come out that has put some distance between the token utility itself and the app. And that's absolutely something that we've been working to update. So we're just finalizing the last sort of features on that and exactly what those updates are going to be. And then I'll be working with Reese to get an update out to the community on what's going to be happening on the tokenomics side. And that obviously all really leads into the OMI utility program. I think Reese might have mentioned that on a previous AMA that is all getting kicked off from Q2. And there are some updates also to the OMI utility program, really just to make the ecosystem much more closely aligned, with the VeVe app and the OMI token. So looking forward to, finalizing everything on our side and then getting that out to the community.
And just for sake of breaking it down to the brass tacks, OMI to NFT is part.
What do you want to get once the market gets to where you want to? Honestly, right now I'm just kind of writing things out. To be honest, I don't have a lot of liquidity to like keep throwing into VeVe. Like the liquidity I do have, I'm putting into HRO to be quite honest, because I know I can multiply that much quicker. Like even with just like I bought a single pack off at Walmart, like a pack, not even a box, a pack. I paid $5.50 for it, and I've already made I think like $16-20, which all right doesn't sound like a lot in the grand scheme of things, yes, but I do have a box coming in, and I do plan on buying the digital packs and all that stuff when those do come out, or hopefully get announced soon. I mean, I feel like it should be happening in the next like week and a half. I have no idea, because HRO did say that they're, last I heard, that they were planning on doing a digital pack each month. So yeah, that's my plan. And like, I think right now on VeVe, you'd be really hard pressed to find something to buy and then be able to flip it for a 3, 4, 5x within a few days, right? It's just not going to happen unless it's a drop and it's ridiculous, like a Darth Vader or something like that, right? Depending on what you're caring about, yeah. When Baby Yoda? True. That's what I want to know. Cool. Start playing.
Part of OMI utility program, and that will come with kickoff of the utility. Okay, great, perfect. Yeah, that's as you can imagine, a frequently requested feature. Okay. All right, so I think that pretty much, that last point, OMI in the app, update integration, expected, no, okay. Oh, what about partnerships? I know Reese spoke about this on a AMA with Taps, shout out Taps, about OMI being available in certain other applications or games. Where are we at with looking at building kind of the larger ecosystem for OMI?
Yeah, I think just to kick that off from my side, I mean, obviously, we want to get these, revisions out to the tokenomics and really just make sure that, the whole OMI utility is very solid within our own platform. Anyone who's been around for a while can obviously understand that, we hoped a lot of these features would be out now, but, we've literally had the most crazy 12 months ever, probably in my life, and maybe Dave's, and more than likely Alex's. We're just dealing with the growth, making sure that we are getting drops out, pleasing licensors and our users. So once we get the tokenomics updated and then that out to the community, then we do have a number of partnerships that we will be announcing. And the whole idea here is really just to expand the opportunity of the OMI utility. We obviously work with a lot of companies. We have a lot of companies approach us to say, can we use OMI, or can we integrate OMI into our app or into our game? Now that we sort of finally have been able to come up for air and be able to focus again on the OMI utility program, that is definitely something that we're looking into, and we have a few projects on the go at the moment.
Nice, excellent. Okay. Well, that pretty much brings us to the end of the update. I would want to add, not an agenda point.
That was pretty much exact. I know they're kind of at the end now. So there's 4 minutes left, or 3 minutes, because we're playing at 1.25 speed, right? Always trying to save time. Have you been? How's life? It's going great right now. Could probably be a little bit more motivated in the mornings to actually like hit the gym and get all that stuff knocked out in the morning. Sometimes I do either sleep in or I wake up and like, just kind of just bullshit on YouTube and do other things instead. But yeah, other than that, it's great. Bro, you join me. I'm going to buy like 4 packs HRO this month. Dude, same. That's what I'm going to do. That's kind of what I'm doing. Probably spent that much on gas. $500? What? They should do a Spider-Man digital pack. They might. They would have to get the Marvel license, right? For HRO would. So they can't really do, at least as far as I know, they don't have Marvel. But I think they do have other licenses. Not sure which ones, but we'll see. Go ahead and clear this.
Point that I had here, so not to surprise you, but generally I wanted to talk about scaling quickly on the team. I know I'm very excited that I'm growing my end of the team on marketing side. We are happy to have some new faces that we'll introduce when we see fit, but we are building out the efforts, and at some point you'll be able to stop wondering when marketing, because it'll be very apparent. And obviously a lot of that is kind of contingent on getting some of these big ticket items out the door. Again, web platform, KYC, payout rather, and then moving into OMI utility on the ECOMI side. Can you tell us maybe a little bit about
So that's good. They're going to do some marketing, which is good. And he said it's going to be apparent, so it's going to be obvious that there's marketing going on. So I don't know why, but right when he said that, I was just thinking of like Cavell Anderson, which I like him as a content creator. His thumbnails are funny and all that stuff. I just totally picture him taking that little tidbit of about 30 seconds of what Alex said, turning that into a 17-minute video and titling the video, $1 trillion ECOMI gonna start advertising now or something like that. I don't know, something silly or whatever. But that's what he does. He does a really good job of like breaking these videos down. I've tried doing it and it's just not my thing. I don't know. But I always just think it's funny because there's a lot of content creators that like whenever there's an interview or any kind of video like this, like they're always just they're rubbing their hands. They're like, dude, I could turn this one interview into 15 videos. Like, let's go. Bat carousel ends May 3rd. That's what I heard too. I heard it ends May 3rd, but not entirely sure.
There are places in the company where we're scaling up and bringing some new faces on board.
I mean, I guess to be honest with you, Alex, I don't know. I don't really know where the sort of the FUD comes from with scaling. I mean, we basically hire new people every single month. Whether that's across legal, whether it's across marketing, whether it's development, creative, 3D assets. I mean, I think that the fact that maybe we're not rolling out massive features on a daily basis perhaps leads to that assumption, but that's not how the world of development works. So the company always is constantly scaling. I mean, I think in the last month we've brought on Dave, another 5 to 7 people plus additional contractors, etc. So we're always growing, to meet our needs internally.
Yeah, I think that's a good point about where that FUD is coming from. It's also probably from the fact that we're so present and visible in the community, and we're the only ones that are visible and present in the community, along with Reese and Noah. So not having visibility into any other areas of our company and our staffing is maybe weird for people, I guess. I don't know any other company that brings all of their employees out to the forefront, but keep in mind that is happening, and have any need to worry. We are growing at a really good pace, and I'm really excited about bringing more and more staff on, especially on my team, because I love to just grow and grow. David, anything else to add to today's update?
Yeah, not too much today. I mean, we are working and chipping away every little bit, every moment we have. Once again, if you don't hear from us, doesn't mean
it's your question, Malcolm. I'll answer it after this.
Just lay off.
We got
the quality of
left.
the products. It just needs to improve continuously. Dan and the tech team behind it, the engineering behind this whole thing is becoming a much bigger app than we initial envision we'll be doing. We do apologize for all these delays. We're not here to make empty promises. As you guys know, it just does take time. If myself and Dan can be coding 24/7, we would be. It's just that it is a multiple moving part business. And we just want to make sure that it's better to bring out a robust product rather than a feature that we have to continuously be fixing. So it just does take a bit longer than usual. So please be with us. In the meantime, just enjoy the releases that we have. Soon. May coming up to season 3 or 4. It's going to be a very, very big season coming up, and we do love to see those pictures be shared on the social.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Dan, anything before we wrap up here?
No, but pretty much covered everything on my side.
All right, excellent. All right, everybody. Well, thank you very much for joining us for another VeVe community update. Again, we'll be doing these on a monthly basis with Dan and David, and then on a bi-weekly basis with Reese and myself on Twitter Spaces, likely. But until then, please feel free to hit up the VeVe handles on socials, or how to get a hold of Reese and I on Twitter, and we'll do our best to get back to folks. But thank you very much for joining us, and we hope you have a good one, and we'll see you next time in May.
Cool. That works. Put myself down here. Back in the bottom left. One other small thing, by the way, just the shill, of course. That little giveaway not giveaway, Jesus. The little donation bar I have at the top. People like that donation bar last time I did it. So my headphones went out, and I was just doing this as a fun thing. Like, I could just buy my own headphones just for fun. Maybe I'll do it. Like maybe I'll reduce the amount or whatever. Because this ear went out the other day, and this is the only one that works. So I was gonna buy one, and it's something I saw on Twitch, I think, and I thought it was hilarious that basically I would have chat. You guys, one of these days, just pick out headphones for me. So whether it's these kind of headphones or these kind of headphones, whichever ones you guys buy for me, it's your guys' money. So if you guys buy it for me, you guys can have me buy whichever one you guys want. And I think that's going to be part of some of the fun too, right? Just trying to find more ways that I can kind of get people to people that are already donating or already helping out the stream, more ways to kind of interact with you guys, kind of in a fun manner for the most part. So once we do get to that, I don't know, it's just something for fun that I thought about. Let's see, let's play this. Yeah, I would agree. So what collectible do you think got wrecked most this year? Lenticulars, GM Duo, Steamboat Willie, or indie artists? I feel like indie artists already started so low, like when they were listed, that it just didn't really matter. I would agree with Gardner. That was the one I was gonna say. Gardner was saying Steamboat Willie. 10K all the way down to 1.4. Yeah, it's down to 84%. Or 86%, which is a metric shit ton. So, could you possibly give a little summary of how HR works and the way packs are released, or even possibly make a video? Thank you. Yeah, I could potentially make a video. The issue is like there's still a lot of unanswered questions about HRO. Like, what is the long-term utility? Is there any reason to hold old packs? I understand the whole airdrop / reward like leaderboard system thing. I'm just not entirely sure how all that's really like plays out. I would actually have to do a little bit of research for some of that information, because there's still some stuff I just don't know. Intro takes 20 days to catch out. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I don't know if it was that long, but it definitely takes some time. Agreed, Garner. 90% drop from all-time high. Yeah, it was up on cloud 9, and it stayed there for a while too, right? Like, we can actually take a quick look at it here. If I switch this over. Full screen this. And then I actually do want to put this like up here. That works. At C3PO, but we want to look at Steamboat Willie. I think I had to type in Mickey, not Steamboat Willie. There. Guess I type in Mick, not Mickey. There it is, all together now. It's at 17 right now. Yeah, it's at an all-time low, basically, at 17. Yeah, because Steamboat Willie hit basically just shy of 10K 3 times over the course of about a week. There's pretty much more than enough time for you to sell off your Steamboat Willie, right? Fortunately, I didn't do it at the tippy top, right? That would have been amazing, but it is what it is. I still have mine. I got mine off drop. I'm just going to hold it till it goes back up. Like, I have no reason to sell it right now, to be quite honest. Steamboat Willie is still a big piece, though. Yeah, I agree. I am on day 14 for HRO cash out. Sold some on Immutable X, though. Yeah, I think, like, part of me, like, wants to make that as a play, but I just don't know how I would, like, be able to translate that over to VeVe, right? Unless, like, OMI to NFT's right around the corner and I sold my cards for OMI. But even then, I don't know. Are people with OMI really, like, buying HRO cards right now? Because I feel like there's probably more people out there with a bigger ETH wallet than OMI right now. I think Steamboat Willie could rebound well. I think so too. I think it's one of the ones that could springboard really, really, really quickly. Because I've said this before, like, what's the... Okay, FA Mickey is also FA Walt. So unless you have 10 grand to buy basically Walt, because you're not just buying Mickey, you're buying Walt too. So it's like, unless you have 10 grand just laying around, or 11 grand in gems just laying around, you can't buy FA Mickey. What's the next best one? Steamboat Willie right now. I mean, you could, if you really care about tags, like, sure, you can buy the lenticular card, which is still fine. But the next best one right now is Steamboat Willie. And the marching band one is like, meh. I mean, it is what it is, but it's definitely not the top of my list for Mickey's. So How can I buy Atrial cards in Switzerland? It's not available. Only certain countries have them. I think right now only US, Australia, I think the UK, as well as Brazil, I think are the only ones that have access. So even my friend, My Collectibles up in Canada, he can't buy any. He can't buy any off the website. He can't buy any off of, he can't buy any physicals or digitals, which is kind of upsetting, but. Sold Atrial cards in Immutable X for ETH, then swapped on MetaMask to OMI, 1 million OMI, low gas fees. Okay, cool. Yeah, honestly, I have very little to no experience when it comes to like buying crypto and like flipping and doing all that stuff, to be quite honest. So all that stuff is relatively new to me. But I've heard it's super simple and straightforward. I just haven't done it yet. And plus, that's something I will do once I actually get more than a pack. More than one pack's worth of cards. Like, I need more than 7 cards to sell. But cool. Let's go back here. Whew. Yeah. It's gonna keep this stream relatively short, guys. Was only gonna go for probably 20 or 30 more minutes. Mostly wanted to just cover the video for the most part. Mostly just wanted to cover the update, which was nice. It was a good update. I liked it. It was a very good update. I would say like the most bullish things I heard was like, all right, to be quite honest, I'm kind of more intrigued by like the advertising. Like the advertising, I was like, oh, okay, we got some advertising going on. That's awesome. Let me see this. Oh, gas. Okay, cool. That works. The they said like they might start marketing stuff, which is exciting. Batman being first on the blockchain, kind of being more formally announced on Immutoscan at the end of this month or soon. Hashtag soon is also pretty cool. Is VeVe going to advertise it? Or are we going to make a concerted effort to let people know? Probably not. But the people that know, we're going to know, you know, indisputably. What else about that announcement that was kind of like bullish, or it's just like information is coming sooner than I thought? I do the kind of like Q system, or the first Q system drop is going to say VeVe, which is kind of cool. Like I'm fine with that. I'm down with them experimenting with it. I'm just kind of curious if like we need Q system right now. Like people have no issue getting drops right now. If anything, there's probably drops going to too many people right now, which is not necessarily an issue, but it's a good problem to have. So yeah, I don't know. Like I don't think anyone really answered my question earlier about Q system. Do you guys want Q system right now? That, I guess that's a better question. Do you guys want Q system right now on VeVe? No worries, I'm mostly going to listen and read chat. Hell yeah, that's fine with me. Can we watch Superstar Money's new video together? Great input in the update today. Let's see. So if it's short, we'll watch it. I don't want to watch the whole thing, because if you guys that haven't watched it, I'd rather just refer people to go watch the video so they get the views. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's not even that many people watching me right now. There's 24 people watching me, but there's been some streams where I have a lot of viewers, and it's like I'd rather just have them get the views, right? Yeah, it's 22 minutes long. I'll link it to you guys, but I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. I will watch it on my own at some point, but if you guys want to check that out, that's their review. Biggest day in VeVe history? VeVe AMA recap? You got to do all caps, all exclamation points. Yeah, I'll watch it for sure. Just not right now. I'm planning on getting off soon. So, and again, I don't want to not taking views away from them, but I'd rather just share it that way. I don't know. Meow. What's up, Randy? Meow, 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 meow. What were we talking about? We were talking about something earlier. I was kind of the news. Oh, yeah, I was asking if you guys wanted Q system right now. Is that something you guys really want right now? I did answer you about Q system. I don't think is needed at this point. It's pointless at this point. Gotcha. Maybe I overread your comment. Because I think Q system was just kind of a knee-jerk reaction to the community based on just the bots. We're just like, we just don't know how to fix the bots, so we're just like Q system, we just want Q system because the bots are just grabbing everything. So I'm just kind of curious if you guys really want Q system right now, because right now people are getting multiple drops. I have yet to hear a single person complain about not getting a drop the last month. I would say ever since we disabled transfers. People have been getting drops just fine. So, but now we're going to switch it to a system where basically you're guaranteed, not guaranteed, of course not. Let me backpedal on that. But now we're going to a system where basically you're guaranteed, let's say that, guaranteed one drop at most. You're never getting more than one drop, let's say. You're guaranteed either 0 or 1, and that's it. You're getting either 0 or 1. There's no getting 3 or 4 on a drop or 5 on a drop. You know, pulling that slot machine on the comics and hoping you get more than one. So what are you looking forward to after all the priority stuff gets settled? I would say right now, just like MTL, like just in the short term, like I know OMI to NFT is probably later this year. I think that's going to be the ultimate pump that just like really makes the market take off is OMI to NFT. But right now, I do think between if we get Q system alongside MTL like roughly around the same time, I think people are going to start realizing like, wow, I can't just buy 5 comics and just hope I get something good, right? It's like I get one drop and that's it. So it's going to force people to play in the secondary market a bit more if they do want to complete sets or chase stuff. Also, because more comics or more NFTs are getting dispersed to more people, the people that do flip, I feel like do just buy. I mean, so the collectors, like, don't get me wrong, but I do think because all the NFTs are going to basically one account, and or each account is only getting one NFT. If that one person is a flipper, they can only sell one NFT instead of just flooding the market with all 5 of their common comics that they wanted to get rid of, right? So we'll see how that kind of plays out. Not entirely sure. Q system, I grabbed 5 comics on drop now. Exactly. We'll see if bots are still here after a big drop. Yeah, we'll see. Dude, this Doctor Strange one is kind of crazy. Actually, I should probably pull that up. We have no information on it yet, but the Doctor Strange drop, I think, is going to be interesting. Do you guys think there's going to be any kind of party? Remove this. Okay, never mind. I wonder if this will have any kind of like a utility or any interesting interaction. This new drop about the Doctor Strange thing, this thing. Switch here. Because it says right here, the Eye of Agamotto and the Time Stone are able to control the flow of time on a small or massive scale! Exclamation point. I think it would be cool if you had this like next to animated NFTs that do move or do something. It would like slow them down. I think that'd be kind of cool if they started like moving in slow motion or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what they could really do with this. Also, they have 3 different rarities too, so maybe each rarity does a different time altering thing. Maybe one freezes time, one slows down, one speeds up. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, pure speculation. The only reason I'm just making just random speculations like this is mostly because, honestly, mostly just because of the sneaky animations or interactions that we've been getting recently with Matt Gondek and like the weapons rack and that thing. So it's kind of a secret animation. The kit vehicle where they basically like, a lot of people are like, all right, are they just describing the vehicle kit, or does this thing actually light up and actually talk and actually drive? Like, are these things that are actually happening? And also most recently with the Disney emoji villains, it's like no one knew they had music, and like people kind of hinted at it. People thought it was gonna have music. I was one of those people, but I'm like, I don't think it has music. I think they're just describing the outfit. But I don't know, maybe we are getting more kind of like secret features or secret things. So we'll see. I'm kind of curious to see how this plays out. Bot farm revive, yeah. Web app before June is nice. Yeah, that is true. Wouldn't it be so sick that if you collect all the Infinity Stones in the future, you get airdrop the glove that hold them all? Forgot the name. Infinity Gauntlet? Yeah, that would be sick. You get the golden glove or you get the golden gauntlet. That would be sick. Infinity Stone, airdrop, down road. Thanos glove. Yeah, just call it Thanos glove. Fuck it. Thanos glove. Yeah, I'm not sure. The only reason I'm not speculating on stuff is because historically, over the last, I would say a good handful of the drops that we've gotten recently have some sort of secret interaction or some sort of weird animation, right? So it wouldn't surprise me if this had something like that. I'm not sure how that tech would really work. Or again, it's just a what's it called? It's just a descriptor of just the actual item itself, not of the NFT, but of the item in the movie. So that's the kind of the part I kind of get hung up on, or where people start speculating a lot, right? How well do you guys think this will do? Assuming a box price of, this is an item, not a character. Most of the Marvel stuff is 40 gems. No, yeah, it's 50 gems is usually the Marvel stuff. First off, what do you guys think this box price will be? Will it be 50 gems? Will it be like 30? And whatever price you guys think it is, do you think whatever the lower rarity is, do you think that will go below box price? You guys think any will go below box price? Because I really think these will go from probably like common, uncommon, then like either rare or ultra rare. It's gonna like be one of, I don't think there's gonna be any secret rares. At least I don't see it going that way. Doctor Strange stuff coming out during May. I think so too. I think we're gonna get actual Doctor Strange probably early May. So either May 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th, whichever one of those days. Also, Star Wars movie coming out in May too. Yeah. That's going under retail. I don't know. It depends on the box price. Honestly, if this thing was like 20, 25, 30 gems, maybe not. It depends so much on the mints though. It really depends on the mints, I would say. I don't know what they mean by excuse the wayward of. These VeVe exclusive covers for the new comic do look pretty cool. It just doesn't look like the typical Psylocke that I know of from like X-Men. It just looks like totally different. It looks more like Phoenix than like Psylocke, in my personal opinion. Is what it is. Cool, let's go back here. My ears hurt me. Right at retail for comment? I think so too. It really depends on the box price and the min amounts. How many? Them talking about May, bringing back February hot chili pepper vibes. Yes, very true. I've been meaning to, I know it's been a while since my last tier list video. I know a lot of people like my Golden Moments tier list video, like other content creators, people in the community. I was thinking about doing one about VeVe memes. I would need help from like some VeVe OGs to kind of get some more memes right. Because there's some like old school memes, there's some newer ones. I think some new school memes is like the chili peppers. I don't think the gold dust is technically a meme. There's like when, there's soon, chili peppers. There's gosh, there's a few others I thought of too off the top of my head. I just don't remember. I think I saved them on my phone, weirdly enough. Like, I remember I had ideas for... Okay, maybe not. Chili peppers. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Box price 30. Nice. Yeah, skip today, skipping tomorrow too. Can we get a good comic drop now that we can win drops? Yeah. right? Well, we did get it with Moon Knight, right? So that's a pretty decent one. That one's only good, honestly, because the new show's coming out. I feel like if there was no new show, people are like, "Who the hell is Moon Knight?" But because there's the show coming out, that was really helpful. Yeah, I honestly got super lucky with today's drop. So I have two phones. You guys know this. My other phone actually won a secret rare comic, and I actually I got it early delivered. I only bought one on that because I'm like, I'm gonna buy like two on my main phone and one on my alt phone or my other phone, and that's it. I'm not gonna buy anymore. I got super lucky. So not only on my other phone, I just bought one comic. I also got a secret rare. I had it delivered early, and someone actually bought it early too. So I sold it for like $235 or something like that. So I got absurdly lucky, but I think I earned it. I'm just gonna say it. I earned it because I bought a lot of comics, and a lot of them were commons. Let's say that. So, what's some new content ideas you've been thinking about? Well, quite a few things. So for me, really need to sit down and just like hash it out. But I do want to start making merch, just basic shit on like Teespring or whatever. So I was gonna do t-shirts and hats and stuff. I had a couple ideas for concepts. I can actually show you guys. Can I zoom in on this? Yeah. I had more. I don't know where they went. I had more. I'll have to rethink about them. But I had more ideas on this concept for t-shirts. There was another one too. I had. One sec. All right. One is like merch. I know some people. I kind of worked on it already. I think I showed you guys some of the t-shirt designs I had before, but like I need to redo them or whatever on Teespring. But these were some of the ideas that I had. Come on, show it. Which was, I'm trying to come up with like the designs mostly. So I was gonna have a shirt that has like the green truck on it, and you could like type in whatever, I don't know, description you want below it. I was gonna have one do $10 OMI, which is the concept would look like $10, but the zero from the dollar would be like in white, but like inside of the white O would be inside the white zero would be a red O that also spells out OMI to the left. So it looks like $10 and then it says OMI on the like inside. It keeps like spelling the word. Pre-penny OMI, Alex Chili Peppers, Golden Moments, gem squeeze, where I would have like a gem getting like squeezed or like wrung out in like a towel or something like that. Go Chain OG, which is basically people that were on VeVe while it was still on the Go Chain. So Got Todd, market logo, like already these are just kind of like just general ideas I had for like t-shirt designs and stuff. So it's like I want more designs, and I know it's like none of them say like VeVe Vibes. Like I don't think anyone gives a shit about a VeVe Vibe shirt or whatever. And even if I did, I kind of want to redesign my logo too. Anyway, long story short, I think people are more inclined to buy shirts or hats or merchandise that's like more insider jokes, or it's like kind of an interesting talking point, or people are like, what the hell's OMI? Or like, what's up with that green truck? Or what's a Go Chain OG? Like, what is that? You know, what's a golden moment? Like, people are going to ask questions, right? When they see it. And then that's kind of like a talking point, right? And it's also an inside joke, right? So the other people that are VeVe OGs would know if they saw that on the street for the most part. I also have a whole list of video ideas too. It's just sitting down and hashing them out. Honestly, that is the hardest part about making videos, is like sitting down and hashing it out, and re-recording. And if you misspeak or if you stumble over your words, like whatever it is, sometimes I'm probably a little bit too much of a perfectionist when it comes to that. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I do have ideas for videos and stuff. So, any thoughts on these DC Bat Cals minting? Not really. Too many mints, pretty expensive. Not really familiar with the platform. You have to own a Matrix NFT before you can buy them. Though I did hear they're going to be out in the public tomorrow. I didn't really care for them. I've said before, if I'm going to spend $300, I'd rather put it in HRO than these bat cows, personally. Rumor from Comic Guys that FA Doctor Strange comic next week. IRL value 240K. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Is that how much it is? Let's check it out. Cannot type right now. Wait, so what is that? Close that. Close that. Don't need that anymore. Strange Tales number 110. Okay. So this is it. Strange Tales 110. Let's check on, is that My Comic Shop? No. Price. There's one called like Go Collect. Unless I skipped it. Go Collect. Doctor Strange. Let me hide this. Actually make this like a little bit smaller. Yeah, that works. Is this it? That says Doctor Strange number 1. That's not it. It's like that's not the right one. Go collect. How much is this? Strange Tales number 110. A 9.2 is worth 56K. Don't know what this 9.6 is worth, but I mean that alone is worth a lot. So I believe whoever said it's worth, you know, $250,000 or whatever it is. So first appearance of Doctor Strange. First appearance of the Agent one too. First appearance of Wong, not named. First appearance of Nightmare. First appearance of Dreamstalker. Dude, that's crazy. This one has a lot of first appearances. I mean, Doctor Strange is the most notable one, but that's crazy. Yeah, that's definitely going to be like a key comic. Yes, we want Q, MTL, MCP, etc. The only way a lot of other people will get in. I talk to a lot of other people, and they're always asking about bot, cash out. We also want KYC. Yeah. Dude, same here. Got 3 total on drop, 2 comments and a secret rare. Expect mine. Except mine sold for 135. I got super early with the early delivery too. I got super lucky. KYC is required on most of the other NFTs. If you want to buy more, that is allow. KYC will also give confidence to other people to jump in on the app. Yep, I agree. Could drop IRL comic. Yep. Refixed gems. Yeah. Doctor Strange not cover on STD. ST110. ST110 is a great story though. Good origin, yeah. Strange Tales 110 rumor on comics and crypto Twitter. I mean, it just lines up, right? I mean, they're dropping the. I mean, just look at Moon Knight. They dropped 2 different collectibles, which in this case could be the amulet as well as Doctor Strange, and they also dropped the comic, which in this case was, you know, from Moon Knight. They also dropped the comic, so why not Doctor Strange? Yeah, ST110 is a great book. That's what it seems like. Per Comics and Crypto's Twitter, a 9.6 sold for 66K in 2014. Today, it sold for 250,000. Wow. That is nuts. Yeah, that's crazy to think about. You know, a lot of people are going to be stacking that now. If there is a, and that's the thing, Q system drops. Let's say we had Q system set up already, and this drops, you're only getting 1. You're not getting 2, you're not getting 3, you're not getting 4. Like, you just get 1. You know, you're guaranteed 0 or 1, and that's it in Q system. So that's kind of why I asked the question earlier about Q system, which is why I don't think we need it just yet, but I think it was more, like I said before, it was just kind of a knee-jerk reaction to us wanting some kind of solution for bots, but now that VeVe's kind of figured it out, that's pretty much it. Oh, it could sell for $250. Okay. So that's just like the asking price. It's not a confirmed sale. All right. Interesting. Close this. That makes sense. Love your stuff, but could you please stop talking when they are talking? At least pause it, bro. We missed everything when you asked about how many mints for ultra rare. When was that? Oh, during the recording. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry about that. I mean, you can always rewatch it yourself too. I'm like, did that happen recently? I guess that was, I don't know, that must have happened a while ago. I don't know, it's, for me, I guess that's just me personally, like they're talking about some independent artists. We're gonna get at least 11 VeVe tweets and multiple articles talking about his next art piece that's coming out, so I was always kind of like, like whatever. We're gonna hear plenty about him before. Between that video and his stuff getting announced, like we're gonna have plenty of information, so I don't know. Let's see. It's gonna check one other thing. I was probably gonna call it. And I'll definitely check out Superstar Money's video and go from there. I'll probably do like 1 or 2 videos based on that, you know, update, which seems pretty cool. And then go from there. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I really hope they drop the comic. Dude, if they dropped the Strange Tales 110 plus Doctor Strange, that amulet, as well as Doctor Strange himself, yeah, I could definitely see the market reacting to those 3 things, especially if they all happen within the next like week and a half. I could definitely see it happening, but cool. All right, I think that's it for tonight, guys. Like I said, mostly just wanted to cover the update for the most part, but I will be making videos hopefully each day throughout the rest of the week, talking about random topics, and one of them will be about the VeVe update going forward. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I also spent a ton of time on Twitter Spaces today, so I'm a little just kind of burnt out. I already talked for like 2 hours earlier today on Twitter Spaces, so I'm kind of burnt out, to be honest. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Please take care. Watch out for yourself. Double and triple check all of your listings so you don't screw yourself over. And I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.